Good evening, Red Star Rebels. It's July 28th, 2022, and this is Season 2, podcast number 20. We are Red Star Report. I'm Hal G. Lohr, and this is Voices for the California Nation. So, for those counting, Red Star Report is celebrating our 50th podcast release since our first episode in April of 2021. That's just 15 months ago. We've already come a long way on this road together as we continue to grow and evolve our California Independence Movement media efforts to improve Red Star Report's production value and work to expand the real California Independence Movement dialogue with more people and more perspectives. A small but growing, unapologetically California-biased media company based on today's challenges and today's issues facing today's California Independence Movement with new segments and new voices for the California Nation. So I'd like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank everyone contributing to Red Star Report's efforts, and of course to all our Red Star Rebels for their continuing support, watching, and subscribing. Because we are Red Star Report. We are the voices for the California Nation, and we honestly couldn't do it without you. So let's start again with a reminder that in a little over a week, the California Independence Movement comes together for a real and important core event. The 2022 California National Party Convention. It will be on August 6th and run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. here in Southern California at the Frida Cinema and Art House, located at 305 East 4th Street, Santa Ana, California, 92701. So if you haven't RSVP'd, you might want to do that. Can't wait to see everyone there. And as an introduction to the new segment this week, Red Star Report is proud to offer, hosted tonight by Shankar Singham and with special guest, the California National Party's Southern California Regional Director, Sean Forbes, the first installment of a new and recurring segment to help the California Independence Movement stay informed on what's going on with the political efforts of the movement's own California National Party. Because we are Red Star Report, and this is Voices for the California Nation. So California National Party Update starts now.
All right. Thank you, Hal. Welcome to Red Star Report, another segment here on a CNP update. Please welcome back to the show, Sean Forbes West. How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm Sean Forbes. I'm the SoCal chapter coordinator, and I'm also the candidate for the chair of the California National Party. So yeah, it's great to be back on the show, and again, I'm very excited as always.
Sean, so what do you got coming up? What's the CNP got coming up? The convention. Tell us all about it.
Okay, so the convention is our big event. Again, this is the 7th annual convention of the California National Party. And this is the first one actually back in person since the pandemic. So it's actually kind of exciting for all of us. The convention is happening August 6th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's going to happen at the Frida Cinema, which is in downtown Santa Ana. So it is an art house theater, nonprofit, great part of the community. And we're going to be holding our event there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on August 6th. So the convention is going to be basically a get-together of California National Party members who are going to be there to basically celebrate the fact that we're here for one more year, that we're together. And then also we're going to be basically explaining to the public and anyone else who comes in what our goals are for the party and what we actually believe in. Now, we have guest speakers who are going to be coming to talk over, again, the overlying vision of the party and also their past experiences, which should be of interest to anyone. For example, we have Michael Lobes, who is the outgoing chair of the California National Party, but he was also our first governor candidate. He was in the 2021 recall election, where he got 25,000 votes. He's going to be speaking about his recall campaign, what happened there, his vision for the party as well. We have Carlos Zavale, who's going to be running, or actually did run in the Long Beach City Council election in June. He's going to talk about his experiences during the primary, what happened, the system kind of fighting back against his campaign here in Long Beach. And then we're going to move on to another guest speaker, Aaron Revlis, who is going to be our candidate for the Montebello Unified School Board. He's going to be speaking about his upcoming campaign and the election that's going to be happening in November. Also, we're going to have Damon Lawrence of the Long Beach Grocery Co-op. And he is of interest because, again, he is starting a grocery co-op here in the city of Long Beach. Also, he's going to be talking in general about cooperative economics, which is, again, part of our platform for the California National Party. The California National Party believes in cooperation. It also believes in community. And again, workers' co-ops, people who actually own the businesses that they work at, he's going to be discussing that. And as well, at the same time, too, we're going to be discussing our 2022 platform, about our policy positions, what we believe in, and also the new slate of the upcoming leadership committee that will be put up for election. So it's going to be a great get together again at the Frida Cinema, downtown Santa Ana, 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. It's going to be on a Saturday. And then afterwards, we're going to be having a little after party up the street at Mission Control, which is a nice family friendly barcade just down the street. It's walking distance from the Frida Cinema. We have an area reserved for ourselves, and anyone is welcome to come by. That's going to be happening from 3:30 to about 6:30. We have the reservation, but of course, it's a pretty open, big space, so we can probably stay as long as we want. And
Mr.
that's
West,
a big update.
Thank you so much, Mr. West. Now, I mean, these are fun, folks. If you haven't been to a CNP convention, lots of old friends that I haven't seen forever. I always see them at the convention. It's a good time with folks with the same mindset. And look at all the speakers that are coming. I mean, amazing. I can't wait to hear them all. In fact, I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about this, Sean, but
sure.
Bill Skoggs is having an interesting. Is he going to be speaking?
Yes, no, he is. Bill Skoggs is part of our leadership committee. He's NorCal chapter coordinator. So that's basically everything. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's like everything past Bakersfield. Again, that's kind of his territory for coordination. And Bill Skoggs has a very interesting thing to share when it concerns stocks and finance, and how basically he has a little side business. He's not there to promote this whatsoever, but he does have a little side business that is a part of a bigger platform where people can actually maintain a stock portfolio that is based on congressional corruption, which is such a great spotlight on how terrible the federal government is, because you can literally watch how these committee meetings happen. You can see how the lobbyists come in. You can see what bills are passed, and you can actually make money based on that, just like they do in Washington. It is the inside track, but except you're an outsider. And again, there's no promotion about this. This isn't like some kind of seminar where we're going to try to promote the platform. The whole point is that literally in this stage of American democracy, the corruption in Washington, you can actually make money off of from afar without even knowing the inside deal, because of the fact that it's so flagrant and so basically legal now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been that way, but I guess it's just so, I guess I should have focused on the legality. The legality has always been there, quote unquote, but it's the flagrant nature of the corruption in Washington where nothing they're doing is technically legal, but you know that, again, if a lobbyist comes out on his corporate jet to Washington, D.C., this isn't for a vacation.
No,
and they can track that, and they can see what meetings he went to, what congressmen they actually talked to. Fun little fact, there is a platform or portfolio, whatever you want to call it, that's part of this program, where actually Alan Lowenthal, who is the congressman for this area in Long Beach, they have a whole portfolio based on just his meetings. Because apparently there's so much back and forth with these lobbyists and his meetings and those bills that people are making money off of his moves in Congress. And this is supposed to be the progressive Democrat. You know, this is Mr. Liberal basically for California, right? Well, you can make a good amount of money just watching what he does through this platform. And
That
again,
is
Bill
awesome.
Skoggs is going to explain this further, but it is fascinating as hell. This is kind of a very recent development.
That is
Also,
awesome.
too,
Yeah.
one more thing, but again, like we have not 100%, got this done, but we do have for about 15 minutes by video, a special guest speaker that people will probably remember from the last convention. And I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, a surprise guest as well.
Yeah,
So yeah,
so
it sounds super exciting, man. I can't wait to attend. I can't wait to hear all the guests, listen to Bill Skoggs' presentation, and who the surprise guest is. Again, that's going to be August 6th, correct?
August 6th, again, 10 o'clock to 2 p.m., Frida Cinema, downtown Santa Ana. Again, you can look it up. It's pretty easy. Frida Cinema is on 4th Street, and Mission Control up the street. You can look that up. There's a family-friendly bar area, again, with all arcade games, 80s, 90s, all that kind of good nostalgia is right there. And that we're going to have an after event there, 3:30 to 6:30. We have the reservation. So anyone who is interested in California independence and ending this madness can come by.
That's the CNP convention, folks, happening. Thank you again, Mr. West, for the update. We'll put the address and everything down below. It'll be up on the screen for everybody to see. Thank you once again, sir, and you have a wonderful evening. And Hal, back to you.
Thank you, Shankar, and thank you, California National Party Southern California Regional Director Sean Forbes. In coming podcasts, look for more California National Party update segments hosted by Sean Forbes, and keep informed about what's happening in California's only party for independence. And Red Star Report would like to take a moment to thank the California National Party for coming on our podcasts. Looking forward to working together, as always. And one more time, if you haven't RSVP'd for the California National Party Convention on the 6th, you might want to do that quick. Next up, Red Star Report goes to talking points. This is Talking Points. As we celebrate 50 podcasts, we've talked about everything from the challenges an independent California nation would face, over everything from water usage to international relations. But one point just keeps coming back around, so okay, I guess I need to address this again on Talking Points. It's one version or another of the same frequently asked question. A question that always pops up as a few people trying desperately to live on past glories, ignore past failures, downplay past mistakes, and blame others for the injuries they've inflicted on the movement, are way too eager to ask and answer. And it always goes something like this. Question: who owns the California independence movement? Here's a hint. They always answer with a resounding, I do. Yeah, I know. It's not like the real answer here is hard to understand or subject to change. It's that the truth doesn't quite fit some people's agenda. So let's start again with this. If anyone out there is telling you they are the president of, or the CEO of, or the chairman of, or the original founder of, or the inventor of, or the king of, or the messiah of, and therefore the owner of the California independence movement, it's just not true. That's not how movements work. There is no owner of the idea or ideals of California independence or the California independence movement. And anyone trying to claim differently has an agenda, and you should question it. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean there aren't people out there trying to claim that they not only coined terms like hashtag CalExit, which, like all the other something exits, are just re-hashtags of Brexit, but that they actually own these as words, as property themselves. An idea as legally ridiculous as the egoistically centered agenda behind it is counterproductive to the California independence movement and our actual goals. And the truth is, even if someone goes through the time and expense to trademark a logo or symbol, it doesn't mean they can own concepts or common words in the modern English language. I mean, what? Should we beware the thought police and the grammar Gestapo now in the movement? Hashtag free the bear. Hashtag CalExit. Hashtag Red Star Report. Hashtag national divorce. Hashtag new CalExit. Hashtag vote CNP, etc., etc., etc. Hashtag. Just Instagram triggers to drive internet traffic. You see, anyone can create an Instagram hashtag, but nobody owns them exclusively or they wouldn't work. Because if you understand how online media, hashtags, and or the internet works, the more any hashtag gets used, the better. Which brings us to the question, who owns the California independence movement? Well, California independence movement in itself is really just an umbrella term, a loose general description of the people and organizations that are working in their own way to support California independence. And it's easier if it stays that way. Particularly if we don't want to keep renaming an entire movement every time one organization or another goes toxic, or say sells out to a foreign government, or someone gets delusions of grandeur putting their ego ahead of the people of California. So, talking point. Who owns the California independence movement? Answer. Nobody owns the California independence movement, and we all own the California independence movement. Obvious example, Michael Loebs is the current elected president of the California National Party. He's definitely a good guy. He's been a leader in the movement for years, but he doesn't own the California independence movement. The California National Party as an organization is focused on getting candidates on California state and local ballots, building a national party platform, things like voter registration, and getting recognition for the CNP as an official California political party. That's what they do. What they don't do is sit around trying to figure out ways to be the boss of the movement. Red Star Report, on the other hand, is an LLC, a California independence movement activist media company rather than an organization. Our focus is using various forms of media pushing to inform, formulate, protect, and promote an entirely California independence-biased set of opinions, discussions, and arguments. You can call that propaganda, but even as we push the California independence message, we do not claim to own the California independence movement. Or how about the Independent California Institute? It's a 501c3 policy think tank of brilliant people working on policy questions and putting out the Independent California newsletter. Quick plug there. But they don't pretend to try and own the movement either. All of us and more recognized as parts of the California independence movement. All of us have focus, structures, leadership. We maintain friendly relations and work together, and none of us claim to own the movement. That's the way it is, because dreams and goals are not property. People can't just own a word or an idea and then control a political narrative. That's the way it should be, and it's a good thing. So, question, who owns the California independence movement? We all do. We, the people of California. We, the people who believe in the cause of California independence, do. And we are all the California independence movement. So again, speaking to the people still thinking this is 2015, throwing internet temper tantrums, demanding respect as founders, leaders, owners, and owners of the words, concepts, and people of today's California independence movement, even to the point of threatening pointless and baseless legal action, really. We've seen this already. We've seen it before. Fair warning, just stop already. The people and the organizations of the California independence movement have grown and evolved beyond this. Honestly, these old games won't get you leading people that won't follow you. Because the movement has known people that conduct themselves like this for years now. We know that if you actually cared about the California independence movement half as much as you worry about your self-interests, you would have quit these games long ago. That's the road that takes you and the California independence movement nowhere. Who owns the California independence movement? We do. The California people. And those grassroots organizations who band and work together honestly, not to be the boss, but for the liberty and independence of the California people and a future California nation. This is Talking Points. That's Red Star Report for the week of 7/28/22, our 50th podcast. Wow. Anyway, you might have heard this before, but please check out our website at redstarreport.com. Subscribe to our Red Star Report YouTube channel. Go to our Red Star Report Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. Give us a like, give us a follow. Because if you want to support the real California Independence Movement Media Group, that doesn't even pretend to own the California independence movement, by the way. It's all about the algorithms. And thanks to all our Red Star Rebels for watching. Hopefully we'll see you at the convention. Either way, we are Red Star Report.